Yo, what is going on, guys? Today we have a very special and different X and Y Wi-Fi battle. Today we have a Monotype team, and if you have noticed, Nips is also carrying a Monotype water team. This was back when I was entered in a tournament, and the tournament was a Monotype tournament, so I decided to bring a mono water type, and coincidentally Nips also brought a water type too, so it's going to be Monotype versus Monotype. It's going to be one heck of a battle. So she leads off the Greninja, and I expected that, so I lead off with my Rotom. Why did I lead off with my Rotom? Because I gave my Rotom a choice scarf. So I guess she predicted that pretty well and decides to go into her own Rotom so that she does not get hit too hard by the Thunderbolts. But this Rotom still takes a pretty big whopping damage coming from my Rotom, and I like my Rotom actually. This Rotom is a Callus born shiny Rotom, one of my very first shinies that I found or bred. But as you'll see, she goes for the Thunderbolts, but I picked that very nicely and switch into my Turbo. So this Rotom can't really do anything to me. It can burn me, but why waste his time, you know? So she's gonna switch out. And here I just went for the Scald because I want to burn anything, and it's honestly anything will help. So she sends up her shiny Politoed, and it's revealed that, well, like her entire team is shiny, so obviously Pokegen. So I went for the Skull, and in the rain it does a pretty decent amount, but really I just wanted to get that burn. So here I thought, well, he's probably gonna go for a Toxic or something, so I'm just gonna switch out into my Lumberry Crawdaunt to take that Toxic, but he went for the Skull. I'm like, hello? You know that my Crawdaunt had Storm Drain, right? I mean, if you went for that Skull, that would be one risky business. But here I just decided to go for my D-Dance because I don't think he can really do anything to me. He can go for a Skull yet again, but it won't take me, and even if it burns me, I am packing that Lumberry. But he gets a nice fat critical, and he goes for a Protect here, and I didn't know that he had Protect. Honestly, if I knew that he had Protect, I would have just went straight for the Dragonette. So I went to Crab Hammer because that's actually the most I can do, because I realized this Politoed is a defensive Politoed, and even knockoff will not kill. So I had to go for the Crab Hammer, safest bet, to get that critical, but I didn't get that critical, and my Crawdaunt dies way too early. So I send out my Rotom. It's an excellent pivot against her whole team because she doesn't have a ground type, which is a huge tragedy, honestly. I think every mono water type should carry some sort of ground type, either make it a Quagsire, a Swampert, or Gastrodon, because, you know, if your whole team's gonna be afraid of electric types, you need that ground type, honestly. So I knew she's gonna switch out, so I just went for my full switch, get that switch priority going on, and go back into my Rotom counter my Turbo. And I'm so glad this Rotom is not carrying Toxic, so that my Rotom can safely switch in, and she can't do anything to me. So yeah, she has to switch out and get hit by a Scald again. So she sends out her Politoed again, and here I just went for the Scald because I want to burn anything, even if her whole team resisted. Her whole team does not resist burn, so luckily I do get that nice fat burn, and it's great because Politoed has such high HP. This burn will naturally take it out. If you guys have ever seen Chansey or Blissey get burned, like a quarter of their HP is missing because of burn. That's how much damage burn does to them. So the Greninja is coming out, and I'm predicting the Grass Knot. So I switch into my Rotom, and why did I switch into my Rotom? Because Rotom actually does not take Grass Knot damage that badly, because Rotom is really small and light. But appears that this Greninja doesn't even have Grass Knots, so she went for Ice Beam, but I take that pretty well since I didn't even have any investment in defenses. So I'm just gonna go for my Volt Switch, because why the fuck not? Because he doesn't even have any ground type, so I'm free to get all these switch priorities, and that Volt Switch does so much to a Kingdra. So I'm gonna switch into my Turbo because I'm predicting he's gonna go for a D-Dance or whatnot, but it's revealed that this Kingdra has Draco Meteor, and so it's a special Kingdra, and I don't take that well because I'm not specially defensive. I have no choice but to go for a Skull because honestly I thought he was a physical, and luckily I get a nice burn yet again, so that'll take this Kingdra to half, just a little bit under half. But I'm stuck in a very bad position right now. I can't do jack shit. to this Kingdra. So I am just gonna have to switch out into my special defense wall, my Queen Bee, my Jellicent. And he goes for his Draco Meteor, and keep in mind that this is -2. I'm thinking that this Kingdra is probably holding the Choice Specs. So it still did an okay amount, but not too much. So I can pretty much stall out this Kingdra, but I'm pretty sure she's gonna switch out since she does have like -4 special attack. So she switches out back to her Greninja, and that's a huge misplay there because I'm packing the energy ball. That's right. I've been using my Monotype team here and there now, and I also witnessed that it's good to keep a energy ball on my Jellicent because in case I do fight water type teams again. So yeah, it turns out pretty well. So she sends out her bulky ass Blastoise. So this Blastoise will take this energy ball really well, and he can revenge kill me. Or not even revenge kill me, he can just kill me with a Dark Pulse. And even though I am specially defensive, I know I can take at least one, but I don't want to take that much damage. It's just way too much damage. So I'm just gonna switch into my Keroro. Honestly, this Keroro doesn't really do too much to this team, but as you'll see, this Keroro still is able to hurt this Blastoise. So this Blastoise goes for the Mega Evolution. It's a purple ass Blastoise, and as I predicted, he goes for the Dark Pulse, and it doesn't even take me to half, so I can take the next one if I don't get a flinch. And luckily I don't get a flinch, and I'm throwing that Toxic up. So we have pretty much similar Politoeds, but except my Politoed is more of an offensive Politoed, but with the exception I am carrying the Toxic. So he thought that I was carrying the Protect, so he was gonna switch out, but I don't have Protect. I'm not the same Politoed as you, man. I'm just gonna use Surf. So yeah, I'm sorry, man. Nice try there. So this Rotom is about dead, thanks to that Surf in the rain, of course. And my Kettle has such low health, but I thought, well, I know the Thunderbolt is coming, so why the hell not? I can just switch into my Turbo. And as I think he went for the Thunderbolt, so I'm so glad he didn't go for the Will-O-Wisp or anything. And here, he can either switch out or burn me, and I kind of want him to burn me actually, because I'm just gonna go for the Recover this turn, so that you know, he can just waste one turn burning me while I get like all of my HP back, almost all of my HP back. It's all good, he's getting all my HP back, so yeah, thank you. I honestly thought that my Gastrodon was just gonna die. I was just gonna send it as death fodder, but lo and behold, I'm able to revive my Gastrodon back to the depths. So here, this Rotom can't really do anything to me. He's burned me already, and none of his attacks work on me. So he knows better not to use Hydro Pump on me. So he goes for his Kingdra, and I just went for the Scald because I didn't want to burn anything, but his Kingdra is already burned, and his Kingdra obviously does resist the burn 4 times because it is not just a water type, it's also a dragon type. So that burn damage is gonna take him, so he can't do shit anymore. He has like a speck of HP back, so I'm praying that he does not have rest. But honestly, I don't want to get Draco Meteored, so I'm gonna switch into my Keroro to kind of fodder it off so that this Kingdra will also die to the burn. So I do get hit, unfortunately. I do get hits because, well, I mean, Draco Meteor has like a 10% chance to miss, but it's rare that they do miss. So I do go down, and so with the Kingdra. So it's a good play there. You know, I fodder off my Politoed. Can't really do shit anymore. And honestly, I don't really want to set up the rain because it doesn't just benefit me, it benefits our whole team too. So I'm just gonna send out my Rotom. We both sent out my Rotom, but I'm a real Rotom. I'm a Cal's-born Rotom, not a Pokegen Rotom like you. So of course I kill you because I'm Choice Scarf, and I don't think she realized that I'm Choice Scarf yet. because my Rotom hasn't gone head to head with my Greninja, and I'm so glad it hasn't because now she decides to bring out her Greninja. But yeah, now it is revealed 100% that I am Choice Scarf. I easily take out this Greninja. I love putting Choice Scarf on Rotom Watch. People don't expect that. They always just think of the OU spread, typical Will-O-Wisp, Rest and Chesto Berry. But I prefer my much more a Choice Rotom. So Here, I switch in my Tentacruel to take that play rough, but I don't take it really well at all. I don't take it one bit because this is like a choice banded Azumarill. This Azumarill has been hitting the gym all day, every day, so yeah, I can at least get half of his HP, so that's good. So my shiny Tentacruel does go down, unfortunately, but now I'm free to switch into my choice scarf Rotom and finish off this Azumarill. But before I do that, he will switch out into her Mega Blastoise, and I'm thinking, well, I don't know why you do that, because this Blastoise isn't gonna appreciate this Thunderbolt, and even if this Blastoise had lived this Thunderbolt, I'm easily able to kill it again because I'm choice scarf. So she has no choice but to go into her Azumarill and go for the Aqua Jet to maybe potentially land a critical, but even a critical will not kill me. And I finish off this fat Doraemon Azumarill with a Thunderbolt. So there you have it. Thank you so much, Nips, for challenging me. Again, this was part of my tournament, my Monotype Tournament, so there you have it. I finished round 1, so stick tuned for round 2 for my Monotype Tournament. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe. I'm out of here.